my name's Kim. I'm a Taoist practitioner and an East Asian medical provider. Hey, how's this year going for you? Is it feeling like super chaotic? I don't know. Is your depression going up? Is your anxiety? Is your fear going up? Are crazy things happening in your life? Like you lose your job, or your relationship breaks up, or you get into a car crash, just something really dramatic? That can be the energy of the wood snake. The thing is why I want to share information from the Tao and the energetics from an astrology perspective is that you can get your life back under control. This year, it's going to be crazy. The energy is going to be crazy. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be rapid. It's going to be sudden. And it's going to be focused on you and your inner transformation and your spiritual growth. In Taoism and in the esoteric side of East Asian medicine, the belief is that you can get your life back under control. You can direct your future. So that's why I'm sharing this information with you. Well, next month in April, I am going to do a live webinar and Q&A in Health Hub, which is going to go over the next 10 months, what the energetics are. So what you will be feeling in each one of those months, how to ride that wave, how to understand when that wave is going to feel like crap and really, really push you and make you feel uncomfortable, how to handle that, and then how to ride it so that you can actually accomplish something really amazing for yourself this year, and a really amazing spiritual transformation on something that's been holding you back. If you want more information on that, there's going to be a link in the video description below. And I think, let's see here, there should be a link up here in the corner that can get you to Health Hub and give you more information. But let's talk about this year of chaos. Today's really chaotic, and I'm not denying that, but we do have a goal for this year. And that goal is to start understanding what's important to you. Start understanding what your goals are, what your priorities are, and who you really are, who's your authentic self. And the more that you can do that, the more your mind is going to start to become calmer and will start to be able to weather storms so much more effectively. Yet the reality is this year is full of distractions. It's almost, sometimes I feel like I'm dealing with a really spoiled child and I've just put boundaries on them. That would be my mind. And I just put boundaries on them. And there's so many distractions out there. And the mind is like screaming that they want to be distracted and having a temper tantrum about it. So it's not like that's going to be a walk in the park. It's going to start out with a screaming, tantruming child that is going to take you some effort to wrap your arms around and hug. Here's the truth. Distractions, they want to keep you outward focused. They want you doom scrolling. They want you overthinking. They want you to say yes when you don't have the bandwidth, because if you're that distracted, you can't spend any time thinking about yourself. And if you can't spend any time thinking about yourself, then your world's never going to get better. So distractions, yeah, they help us stop thinking about what's going on inside of ourselves, but they also make sure that our world stays where it is right now. Are you ready to make this your most focused and intentional year yet? I'm going to share with you some ancient wisdom on the kidney and bladder meridians in East Asian medicine. I'm going to share with you 3 things about them. I'm going to tell you about how they protect and benefit you when they're in balance. I'm going to help you understand how you can identify when they're out of balance. And then the third thing, I'm going to show you some ways that you can start getting those 2 channels back in balance, okay? Let's start with the kidney channel, because the kidney channel is about willpower and it's about courage. Let me share with you some of the ancient thoughts and wisdom on the kidney channel. We have to come into this life. Our spirit, in order to have a life, our spirit has to come in and inhabit a body. The belief is that our spirit comes into our body through the kidney organs and channel. Now, I think I talked about this in a couple episodes previously, that the left kidney, that's what we packed to bring into this life. So that's everything that we need to do and who we are. That comes in through the left kidney. The right kidney deals with the world today. Some of you might know about Ming Men, which sits between the two kidneys. That is the fire, the light of life. So the kidneys, it comes in through the left kidney. We come in with our little baggage of everything we need to do and who we are. And then we light up the Ming Men, which lights up our life. That's the belief of how this works. And so what that means is that your authentic self is sitting in your kidneys. Life happens and it starts putting layers on top of your authentic self. So, those layers of fear, those layers of insecurity, whatever they are, it starts putting in the layers of life on top of the kidneys. If your kidneys get weaker, which they can because life happens, some of the key things you're going to feel, I'm going to give you 3 ideas. And the first one is you're going to become emotionally reactive. So you're going to overreact to whatever's happening around you. That's the first one. The second one is decision fatigue. And decision fatigue is like procrastination, avoiding situations. And the third one is you start to feel fear and insecurity. And what fear and insecurity does is it cuts you off from other people. It makes you defensive, right? And that's not good for anybody. Here's the thing, though. If your kidney channels are feeling weak, if your kidneys and your kidney channel is feeling weak, you can actually strengthen them. And when you strengthen them, kidneys are about resilience, then you will start regaining your courage and your wisdom. And at the end of this, I'm going to share with you some ideas on how you can strengthen your kidneys and your bladder again. Now let's talk about the bladder channel, which is your body's ultimate boundary setter. This channel is responsible for setting healthy limits, protecting your energy, and helping you stay true to yourself. So when it's strong, you're going to be clear, you're going to be concise, and you're going to feel in control of your life. But when it's weak, our boundaries start getting blurred and we start feeling overwhelmed and drained. I'm going to give you 3 ideas on how you might react when your when your bladder channel is weak. And the first one is saying yes when you meant to say no. We usually do that when we don't have the time or the energy, and that leaves us feeling anxiety, guilty, frustration, or things like resentment. The second thing that you might do when your bladder channel needs a little bit of love is you start feeling obligated to please other people. And when we do that, we have a tendency to deny our own wants, our own priorities, and our own value system. And then the last one is struggling with our own personal identity. I talked about this in a previous episode. This isn't the only example, but it's a great example. The societal pressures of gaslighting can really do a number on us and make it really difficult for us to see our authentic self. Here's the deal, though. The bladder channel is our ally in helping us stay true to our authentic self. By strengthening it, you're going to be better able to set clear boundaries, protect your energy, and to step into your own power. Let's look at how the kidney and bladder channel work together, because here's where it gets really interesting. These 2 channels and organs are kind of like a dynamic duo. When one's out of balance, it has a tendency to pull the other one out of balance too. So when the kidney energy is weak, fear and insecurity can start to take down your willpower, which can make it more difficult for you to set boundaries. And when the bladder channel is weak, Well, the inability to set boundaries can kind of overwhelm you, further draining your kidney energy. The thing is that when both of these channels are strong, you're going to become unstoppable. When both of these channels are strong, you're going to be able to set clear boundaries. You're going to have the courage to face challenges, and you're going to have the ability to live life on your own terms. Okay, I've been promising you that I would tell you different ways that you can help rebuild your kidneys and your bladder. So let's do that. I've got 5 ideas. You can try them all, or you can do whichever ones work for you. And let's start with nourishing the kidneys and bladder. It's always about food, right? So look for foods that are going to be darker, like the blacks, the purples, the deep reds, things like black beans, root vegetables, and bone broth. You want really nutrient dense foods. So those can really help give you the raw materials you need to help rebuild your kidneys and bladder. The second idea is to do something like Qigong, because those slow, gentle movements help cultivate and circulate your qi. And by doing that, you're going to rebuild the kidneys and the bladder naturally. My third idea is you're going to have to practice to really get this. So you're going to have to practice setting boundaries. My thought is start small. Start saying no to things that drain you and yes to things that energize you, and see how that works. My fourth idea is embracing stillness. And what I mean by that is just take 10 minutes a day to sit quietly and start listening to yourself. You don't have to put a lot of effort and say, I've got to do some sort of weird meditation or whatever it is, or breathing exercises. Just take the time to be quiet. Both these channels are water channels, and water loves stillness. It's in stillness that you can start to hear yourself again. And my last idea is, let's look at some ways that you can start releasing fear, since that's the key energy that you're going to feel when the kidney and bladder channels are out of balance. And you can help address that by journaling, by meditating, feeling where the fear is, breathing into it and breathing it out, or by spending time in nature. And if you're going to spend time in nature, find a river or water to do that by, so that you can start better absorbing the energy of water, the flexibility, the adaptability of water, and stepping back into your courage. Okay, that's my 5 ideas. This is your year to shine. The year of the wood snake, it's all about transformation, starting with you by focusing inward, setting clear boundaries, and moving forward with intention. You're not only going to have positive transformation in yourself, you're going to create this positive ripple effect in your family, in your community, and beyond. These 2 channels, the kidney and bladder channel, are our allies in creating a life that's aligned, focused, and energized. By strengthening these 2 channels, you're going to be able to tap into your inner power. You're going to be able to better set clear boundaries and move forward with courage and clarity. So let's make this year a year of radical focus, growth, and renewal. Shed the old, step into the new, embrace your power, because the world is waiting for that calm, focused, unstoppable you. Until next time, I'll catch you on the other side.